Muy buenas a todos, chavales, soy yo, Jordi456, y estamos aquí en un nuevo capítulo de Mass Effect. En el antiguo capítulo derrotamos a Venecia, que se supone que estaba controlada por el malo, que nunca me acuerdo, por Saren. Y decía que siempre que estaban cerca, pues era algo que tú adorabas, no sé, que nunca le veías con los ojos que tenías que verlo. Algo bastante extraño por su parte, pero bueno. Y parece que estamos ante enemigos aquí. A ver. Están arriba, creo, ¿no? Vale. Vamos a subir. Ah, no, vamos a bajar. Vale. A ver, del diario. A ver, ¿qué tenemos que hacer? Hemos derrotado... Vale, no vería. La muerte de la matriarca. Te has otorgado de la matriarca, pero aún queda el problema de la ranking en los laboratorios de seguridad. Vale. Y creo que es donde estamos bajando ahora mismo. ¿No? A ver. Ahí la has dado. Vale, pues vamos a... Hostia, tío, no podemos guardar. Espera, y si guardamos... Aquí sí. Perfecto. Muy bien. A ver, tú, cuéntanoslo todo.
Are you here to secure the situation?
¿Estás bien?
How are you holding up?
You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
Pues habla
I
rápido, va.
understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
Ese huevo era muy antiguo.
1,000-year-old egg hatched?
Yes, very tough to be so long frozen. That it survived the centuries, this is miraculous. Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Obviously, they were wrong.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
All we need to do is bring her here.
No, I am sorry, but this will not work. These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
Creáis vida para después destruirla, tío. En serio. Tenéis una cara.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out. Give us a minute to patch up and rearm.
Sure. I wait here. I am not so much good for searching now, yes? Mother
Gilipollas.
always say I would meet a bad end.
Bueno, hay que hacerlo.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
Are there any survivors?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck. There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Bueno. La purga de
I need
neutron.
information on the neutron purge.
The neutron purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable containment loss, it is used to resolve the situation.
What exactly does this thing do?
The purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of fissionable materials are brought together to form a critical mass.
Puta madre, tío.
Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation is instantly lethal to any known form of life within 500 meters.
We would be wise to avoid touching any controls without reading the instructions.
No sé por
It's
qué, pero
always
estoy de
a good
acuerdo.
idea to RTFM, ma'am.
To what?
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
¿Lo tenemos que hacer por huevos?
I do not like this place.
Online. How can I help you?
No me gusta nada, tío.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Sic semper ter...
That is not the correct code. Please report
La verdad es que
security
está muy
for
bien
arrest
eso.
and interrogation.
Who would have those codes?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Hostia, qué bueno. Voy a usar la seguridad y que le detenga. Eso está muy bien, eso está muy bien. A ver.
I am feeling not so well.
Buenos, pero sí. ¿Cómo activo la
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
¡Mierda!
Hostile spotted.
Joder. Menudo lío que hay
I
aquí.
think we got him, Commander.
Vamos. Me cago en...
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079.
Código Omega,
Local
ejecución
execution.
local.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Vale. Hay que huir. ¿Qué cojones? ¡Atacad, atacad, atacad! Escopetas. Joder, y me quedo yo solo, tío. Vamos. Uno menos. Solo quedan esos del final. Bueno. Este, por ejemplo. Vale, adiós, bicho. Dios, hay demasiados. Hay demasiados. Vamos. Me cago en... No había visto el tiempo, chavales. Qué hijos de puta, tío. Nos la han jugado pero bien.
Are you here to secure this? You must
I
listen.
don't know.
After she lays eggs, I am. These
Once the
mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Espera.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Y ¡pum! Pero se queda ahí como... Oh, vaya.
Heads up!
Vale, uno menos. Vamos. A ver. ¿Cómo era para...? Vale, aquí. Joder, tengo 10 puntos y no los he subido. A ver, fusiles, ejecución excepcional. Duración 15 segundos, no. Vamos a un poquito de escopeta. Fusiles de francotirador, vale. Entrenamiento de espectro. Perfecto. Soldado. Vale, yo creo que... Un momento. Vale, no, sí. Yo qué sé. Este mismo. Muy bien. A ver.
Connecting.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander. Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code.
Who would have... We're moving on.
Log...
Un momento, esperad. Vale, ya. Es que iba a estornudar y no quería molestaros. A ver. Es verdad que se me ha olvidado agarrar el código. Estoy despistado. Dios, ¿y ahora cómo vamos a escapar, tío? Es lo que yo estoy pensando ahora mismo. ¿Cómo vas a escapar de todo ese bicharrajo que hay ahí? Si han matado a mis soldados en segundos, tío. Ay.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron.
I'm sorry, but...
Menos mal que he guardado. Escondeos. Ahí y ahí. Ya. La Yara. Coño, hazme caso. Joder. A ver. Vale. Vamos. Joder. Vale, vale, tranquilos, tranquilos. Buena. Ahora. Vamos, 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 vamos. ¡Wow! increíble. Lo hemos hecho súper bien. Más yo porque estaba con la escopeta. Me he puesto ahí pimba, pimba, pimba. Pero, muy buena, la verdad. Me ha gustado esta parte. Ha sido muy... una sorpresa, la verdad. No me lo esperaba la primera vez. Muy bien, a ver. Tenemos que salir corriendo ya de aquí. Así que vamos a agarrar uno de esos trenes. O como se diga, supongo que habrá que agarrarlos, ¿no? Digo yo. Lo más rápido que hay aquí. Va, tranquilos, tranquilos. Buah, esto va lento, ¿eh? Para cuando lleguemos, todo eso ya está destruido. Así que... bien.
Our next move, Commander. Head for the Mu relay.
No tan deprisa.
The Mu
Tranquila.
relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to...
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
This report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni...
And then release the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
3? No. 4.
Venga.
This is no joke, Commander. The Rachni were one of the greatest threats the galaxy ever faced.
Whoops.
And we're out.
Paso de escuchar a estos tíos quejándose. Yo hago mi trabajo. Y seguro que su especie extinguiría más a toda la galaxia que los Rachni, ¿sabes? Y encima los Rachni los estaban utilizando como esclavos. Eso es mucho peor. A ver, voy a ver a mis camaradas, que hace mucho tiempo que no hablo normal con ellos. Demasiado. Necesito, yo qué sé, un descanso, unas vacaciones. Por favor. A ver. Ahí está Kaidan. He puesto en rellenar. Ah, vale. Aquí. Oh, mira, la Yara.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
Exacto.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
I blame Saren. And if I were you, I'd want revenge.
We have enough reason to stop Saren. I do not need to add revenge to the... Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit
La puta
150.
150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It's up to people like you to change their minds.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I
Estamos
apologize,
siendo bastante
Commander.
amables.
After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of...
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Oh, que... Oh, Psst. No, no hay nada. Y yo que le digo, no me da ninguna opción de decir no. Dice, ese es especial, no. No es tan seria. Es un asunto privado.
My
Vale.
relationships are none of your business.
Hostia.
I apologize, Commander. I did not mean to pry.
¿Qué?
I thought there was a mutual
Hostia.
attraction between us. Obviously, I do not know as much about human relationships as I thought.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
Hombre, por ahora es la que mejor me ha caído.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Vamos a quedar ahí como unos románticos.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful. And now she is gone.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we
Bien
are
dicho.
trying to accomplish.
Eso es algo bien.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Hostia, pues menuda conversación hemos tenido con la Yara, ¿eh? No me lo esperaba esto. Hostia tú, madre mía. Ostras.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this.
¿El qué?
This Saren is looking for a lost mass relay to who knows where, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vid. That's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your...
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a
hombre.
whiner. Besides,
Lo pasaste mal.
I've got my past squared away.
Lo suyo sí que es jodido, tío. Lo utilizaron como conejillo de India y todo. Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué podemos hacer, ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Continuamos. Bueno, aún me falta un poco una tripulación que está aquí abajo. Voy a verles. A ver qué tal están. Vale, bien.
Commander, you have a minute?
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex.
Vale,
All due
cuenta.
respect, Commander. Should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
Estás un poco
This
racista.
is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy.
Me cae bien,
I
pero...
don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn...
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really.
No, dice.
Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded.
Madre.
My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service.
Esta facha.
I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
¿Eh?
Would you kiss anyone I
No,
ordered you
porque...
to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the
He
regs
hecho una
concerning
gilipollez como una
fraternization.
casa.
That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I mean, they were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Tisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Prefiero a esta Aliara. Es mucho más amable e incluso más guapa, No es por decirlo, pero lo es. Garrus, este me cae también muy bien.
Commander, how are you? Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Ya veo.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Bueno. Y yo creo que ya está. Vamos ya para arriba. Vale. O sea que hemos hecho 31 minutos. Vale. Pues llevamos tiempo sin estar en la nave. Mucho, la verdad. Vamos a ver qué más podemos hacer por aquí.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Joder, qué pesados.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Good timing, Commander. We got a...
Pero...
I'll take it in the comm room.
Pero en comunicaciones. ¿Dónde está comunicaciones? Otra vez. Ahora dirán, ¿por qué nos has colgado?
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
What kind of information?
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Muchas gracias. Bueno, ¿puedo ya trabajar yo solo? Pues vamos. A ver. ¿Dónde estamos ahora? Vale, no vería, dejamos cámara. Todo esto ya lo hemos ido. Esto también. Sí. Vale, esto lo hemos ido, esto también. A este creo que no. Y este tampoco. A ver, diario. Tenemos que ir a Virmire ahora. Una carrera contra el reloj. Después de explorar Ferros, Noveria, el Cuno, Artemis, Tau y Virmire para descubrir pistas que se lleven hasta el conducto antes que Saren. Pues yo creo que lo vamos a dejar aquí, ¿vale, chicos? Ya en el siguiente capítulo nos ponemos un poco más a lo serio, que sería ya empezar otra misión, no sé, ya lo más seguro es que sí. Igualmente me gustaría explorar a una que otra galaxia antes de comenzar con Ferrus o Virmire o como se llame. ¿Cómo se llama? A ver. Virmire. Bueno, iremos aquí y después más tarde pues no sé. Ya veré. A lo mejor vamos aquí, después a Feros y después ya directos a Virmire. Ya veremos. Pero bueno, por ahora eso. Espero que os esté gustando Mass Effect. La verdad es que a mí me está encantando. Y esto ha sido todo. Espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Adiós.